In 2021, my dad and I both had milestone birthdays. So to celebrate, in April of 2022, we set off across the pond together on an amazing dual-purpose pilgrimage. 1. To see Arsenal, the English Premier League team we support, play live and in person in London, England. And 2. Visit Cardiff, Wales to walk the land where our line of Edward's ancestors came from. In full, we spent 6 days in Britain, and here's how it all shook down. Day 1. Arrival in London. Lots of tube riding and walking. Thanks to Dad's reward points, all of our hotels were covered. Thanks, Dad. Tea and biscuits to kick things off right. We scouted out North London and the Emirates Stadium where Arsenal play, so we knew the lay of the land for the following day's match. Then had our first proper English pint and a real meal at the pub before calling it an early night so that we were good and ready for Day 2, Arsenal versus Manchester United. A 12:30 kickoff made for an early start to the day. Incredible English breakfast at the hotel. Tube ride and walk to the Emirates, which opens 2 hours before kickoff.
Here we go.
We sprung for the club level, and I recommend you do too when you make your Premier League pilgrimage. First pint.
Cheers.
The day could not have gone any better. Not only did we have beautiful weather, our seats were incredible. We got to see Arsenal score 3 goals. We witnessed Cristiano Ronaldo score.
Cristiano Ronaldo has put it in.
And we still won.
Fourth required pint of the day.
We rounded out the day by visiting Arsenal's old grounds, Highbury Park, and grabbed a meat pie and a salad to fuel us up for Day 3, Stonehenge and Bath. We took a bus to the big rocks at Stonehenge and ate at the best vegetarian restaurant in the UK in the ancient city of Bath. Then rounded out our third sunny day in a row with pints to prep us for Day 4, London, England to Cardiff, Wales. Breakfast at the hotel before a punctual arrival at the train station. What time was our departure here, Dad?
11:45.
And what time is it now?
11:39.
And 2 hours later, we arrived in the land of our ancestors, Cardiff, Wales. We toured Cardiff Castle, the old homestead where Henry VIII bore a bastard son to a Welsh maid, and that son's name was Richard Edwards, our first known relative. So we toasted to old Richard with a Welsh pint, and were treated to traditional Welsh folk music players that laid down a fitting soundtrack for Day 5, the Edwards of South Wales. I hired an incredible local tour guide for the entire day, Sweet Fiona, who custom crafted a tour of South Wales just for us, based on specific genealogy info I had submitted to her. From Cardiff to Swansea and back again, we saw towns where the Edwards most likely lived, churches where they most likely attended, had lunch at a pub started in the 1500s, found a few old headstones of Edwards' past, and stood at the water's edge where our lineage of Edwards most likely set sail across the Atlantic for the Virginia and North Carolina coasts. It should also be noted that since arriving in Wales, we asked anyone with a pulse if their last name was Edwards. And persistence paid off on our last night in town when we finally met
Phil Edwards,
which left us feeling satisfied before Day 6, Cardiff to London. Wales is cool because, in an effort to preserve the Welsh language, all of their street signs and municipal signs are in both Welsh and English. After walking the city one last time, and lunching on grocery store Scotch eggs and pints, we boarded the train back to London, where we took it easy with takeout and primetime soccer on Sky Sports, leading up to the return. To round out our milestone birthday week of 0 drops of rain, an Arsenal win, many pints, many toasts to my brother Jordan,
Here, here.
and truly quality Edwards-filled father-son time, we hopped a traditional London cab to take us to Heathrow Airport for the flight back home.
It was a real good time. Checked off a lot of stuff on the bucket list. Great time. It was a great time.
Glad to do it with you.
Glad to be here with you. Glad to do it.